Is waiting. I wanted to come on and do a general read for the day. Beautiful day outside. If the sun wasn't shining so much, I would be outside on my balcony doing a read. But between the sun and the different cars to go by, yeah, there you have it. So anyway, we're gonna start this read. Like I said, it's a general read. If you've been to my channel before, please, you know how I do my readings, and they're all inspirational. They're all to, not just inspirational, but they're all to get you to where you can see and understand, and maybe maybe it can resonate with you or somebody you know, and you can see and try to do different in regards to it, you know. So could be divine feminine, could be, you know, work, could be anything in regards to whatever comes out in this read. So I'm going to get the overall energy of this read. I'm not going to pull all these cards, but so far, full moon Sagittarius, full moon Gemini, new moon in Leo, and new moon in Pisces. So a full moon going from a new moon. So, you know, Leo's on the board, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces, all of the aboard. So, I mean, all of the above, shall I say. So, you know, I ramble the first 10 minutes of my reading. You can always go to the timestamp time mark in order to get exactly the exact read. But through that, I'm just basically letting you know that the world is waiting. It's waiting for us to be great. It's waiting for us not to have codependent relationships. And if we do have those types of relationships, knowing how to control them. New moon in Scorpio and balsamic moon. Work through your fears is the new moon in Scorpio, and time for healing. So look, work through your fears here, new moon in Scorpio, and time for healing. So if we have time, I'll go ahead and read on that. So take time to breathe out, dismantling moon. So again, something is happening. There's a new moon in Scorpio, and there's time for healing. So you're healing in some way. And like I told you, I just came on and said to you, that is basically what we are doing in regards to this channel. We're trying to heal and just open our eyes to things that we know in the back of our head, you know, that little voice in the back of our head that keeps telling us to stop, don't do this, don't deal with that person, you know, walk away, start something new. But that, you know, the fear inside of you, like that card came out, you know, the fear card, you know, the fear inside of you is stopping you because you're like, what if? And, you know, you always want to be perfect when it comes to you actually doing something that you love. And so that is why I started this channel, because I've been my biggest cheerleader over 16 years of me being self-employed, and, you know, me being in a situation to where I'm doing something different than the people that are around me. And I had to block everybody out in order to move forward and do the things that people thought that were crazy. But I'm crazy, right? I believe in myself. And so sometimes I get to a point to where it's, you know, my beliefs, not necessarily my beliefs, but my confidence goes down. So I have to constantly remind myself the world is waiting. I want to remind you guys that too, because of the fact that we will let opportunities and things pass us up because we're scared of change, and we're scared to get to the point where, you know, we're jumping, we're taking a leap in order to get where we need to be. So that's the reason why I came on and did these. I came on to do these channels. I started to motivate myself and just get inspiration from me doing my own readings, but they were so on point that I said, let me go ahead and create a channel. And then it took me a couple of, maybe a few months to actually start recording. I recorded, but I never posted it. And now I'm just like, you know what? Through everything that I've been through in this last year and a half, I'm not waiting on anyone. I'm not waiting on anything else. I'm not waiting for things to be perfect. I'm not taking all of these cards. Thinker, yin, higher power, and fates. Maybe I should. Look at that. The fates card. Can you see that? Look, she's believing in herself. Look at that. See? You see what I'm saying? A higher power. You're asking for the higher power to help you get to where you need to be in yin, the yin and yang. Look at that. You see that face? Can you see that face right there on this picture? Hold on, let me see if I can get it. It's right there. If you could see that face, and there's the water, and there's a face down there. So I think this is the yin and yang. It's a face here, and it's a face there. And there's the water bowl. And it's in regards to, I think, manifestation. Again, and then the thinker. Like I said, I sat there, and I would say, oh, I wanted this to be that way. I want it to be this way. I want it to be that way. So I think this here, I will display on here, and then we'll go ahead and pull the questions of this deck. So this to me is energy for this read, because of the fact that go the distance. Didn't I say that? I'm touching on this because of the fact that we won't go the distance if we cannot have someone cheering us on. And newsflash, nobody's going to cheer you on. You know, your mother sometimes can't even cheer you on because her beliefs are different than yours, and the things that she does is different from yours. So if there is an opportunity that you want to take, go ahead and leap for it. Go, jump, do it. You know, because at the end of the day, you'll regret all the decisions that you did not do in order to complete this thing we call a world, or complete this cycle. So far we got the fates, we got higher power, we got yin, and we got the thinker. We got the thinking card. So I think that basically this is where we are. And I just said that something we're thinking about, but fates is basically bringing you into manifestation. You see the stars around her. The stars are there around her. She's loving herself. If you could see that, she's loving herself. You know, with this fates card, I'm going to go ahead and clarify this with the actual book. Because, yeah, she's loving herself. I'm basically saying that to you. You know, she's loving herself, and she's not worried about anything. So her decisions that are made, look at the stars are there. But then if you look at this higher power card, look at the higher power card. There's a flashlight. She had an idea. There's an idea. The angels are watching over you, and they're manifesting with you with this idea that you had, but you had to think about this. So maybe I should put it in this way. You had to think about this part. You were thinking hard. Look at you, you know, thinking hard about it. And then the universe said, hey, as long as you believe, I believe in you and your creation. You see the flashlight? Can you see that? There's the flashlight. Your creation. Now that you thought about it so hard and you started to believe in yourself, the scales are here, the yin and yang. You know, this says yin. I'm sorry. Oh, well, you know what? Now that I thought that said yin, I don't know why. There's no G there. Let me go ahead and clarify that one. Because, again, that was just crazy that they all flew out like that. And so, like I say, you know, the actual, the actual readings that I did were just so real that, and maybe we could timestamp this at like maybe 7 minutes or so. So if you're in the comments, please put 7 minutes to start the actual reading. So let's do card number 2, yin. Because of the fact that the readings were so real with me, I just said, you know what? It is yin and yang. I said ying. You see? I'm all over the board. Okay. Anyway, card number 2, yin. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move. See? Letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscience allowing. This oracle message. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to follow to you, poised to receive that bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear, but be the shaped, not the shaper. and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. This says relationship message. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in the small gestures, softness, awareness, and consciousness surrendered. It says, by yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their reactions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly pleased. So again, like I said, this is, this is two different messages. If you ask me what this message means, the yin is basically waiting for the universe. But in a relationship, it's you stepping back and not taking the reins, not taking the lead on a relationship. But when it comes to you and the fates and thinking about this, it said it right here. You've been thinking about it. You've asked for it with the higher power. You asked for it. You've been thinking about it. And the fate is on your side because you're loving yourself. That's basically what it's saying. You're loving yourself. So by you thinking and manifesting this, the fates, and I'm going to read the fates card. Because I want to know what the clarification of the fates card is. But I already can see it. You're loving yourself and you're not waiting for anybody to love you. So there you have it. Let me read the fates card. That's card number 17. Oh, and let me finish this one. Prosperity message for Yin. It says this is the time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that you feel they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form of in the form you want. How do you want to feel? Basking in your success. Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. Protection. Do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being a giver. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student and open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gestures, and offer is equal measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you. Without demand or expectation, just receive the bounty that is yours. So again, you have to take the lead in certain instances. And I say that to you, and I just said that to you. You have to be your own cheerleader. However, sometimes you have to step back. But I think in this situation, it's a time for healing and working through your fears. But this is what this message seems to me to be, is you're starting something new. However, taking the ring, not necessarily just starting something new, but you're on a new journey. You've thought about this so much that you ask the higher power to weigh out the scales for you. What should I do? Because I have faith in myself and I believe in myself now. I've healed. Time for healing. The balsamic moon. So I've healed. I have faith in myself. So let me read the fates card, and we're at 13 minutes now. But this is all in regards to this reading. So I hope you guys are still here. If not, just fast forward to the actual cards. But here we go. Remember, if you like anything you hear, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm not going to read this whole message. I'll give you just the essentials of this. Fate, karma, acceptance. And there are things you cannot change. And knowing what those things are. The oracle message. The serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life that we will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by the spirit, or for the greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occur, but you can accept the mysteries and work with what those events and the current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the serenity prayer. So there you have it. Let me see. That was the relationship message. Prosperity messages. It says your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly what is unreservedly, I don't know if I said that right. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Write it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it. And the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Protection message. It is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet what we do with our circumstances, the way the way in which we respond to life's challenges is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness, to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. So there you have it. Again, I, as an entrepreneur, had to be my own cheerleader. I had to step outside of the box of the people that were around me. Because at that point, 17 years ago, there wasn't, I'm not going to say there wasn't YouTube, but there wasn't a big abundance or a big fluctuation of entrepreneurs online that you can get mentorship from besides Robert Kiyosaki and different high big wigs or whatever. So you have to control how you feel about yourself. And that's what I see in this card. And it's basically saying you can't control that. And I couldn't control the events that what led me to be self-employed, but I could control my feelings. So it's a time for healing. And that's why I feel like that card came out. And then when it came to the thinking, I thought about a lot of things. Just like I told you, I thought about making my channel, but I wanted it to be perfect. But I said, you know what? Infinite Spirit, open the ways for great abundance for Tamika. You know, I'm an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to me by divine right. I asked the higher power. And then the yin card came out, which means that, you know, the scales, you know, the balancing of the two. And I have faith in myself. So there you have it. That is where we are in this reading so far. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull my favorite, you know, my affirmations. I have to pull from the Game of Life and How to Play It. And then we're going to move forward. So right now we're at 20 minutes of me giving you a good message. So if you want to fast forward, if you want, almost at 20 minutes, shall I say. So if you want to fast forward, if you want to timestamp where this is, you know, time is fluid. So, you know, I don't really post and say what the days are in this reading. And I might, you know, give a reference to something. But basically, you know, I want you to get this message and receive it whenever it's time, whenever you get to it or whatever you see it. So I am always under direct inspiration. I make decisions quickly. So again, time for healing. Work through your fears. Have faith. Ask for the universe to help. And this is from the Intuition or Guidance. So you all know I love this book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. The link is in the bio for the ebook, or not the ebook, but the free YouTube book or whatever. And at the bottom of the deck, it says the invisible forces are ever working for those who are always pulling the strings themselves, though they do not know it. Owing to the vibratory power of the word. Whatever one voices, one begins to attract. So again, I say this to you in regards to asking the higher power, thinking about it, thinking about your words, asking a higher power, the yin and yang is on your side, and having faith, or letting the fate provide you with guidance, and knowing that you can't control what it is, but if you put the good word out there, and that's what the Game of Life and How to Play It is. Basically, you you manifesting and you learning the power of your words. So it says whatever one voices, one begins to attract. Here you go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card in regards to the energy of this read. And it's from The Language of Letting Go by Melanie Beattie. And I love this book. I read this book years ago. I'm over 20 minutes, so yeah, I talk a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these. The Language of Letting Go. The book actually has 365 days of learning to let go of things, maybe codependent relationships, feelings, thoughts, just whatever. And it helps you get through and make you question and realize and understand that there's things that you cannot change. God grant me the serenity of the things that I cannot change. That right there that I just read. So, that's what this is basically about. And using your words in order to manifest. So, letting go, panic, and accepting change. Look at that. I will be open to the process of change. I will trust my higher power and believe that the place where I'll be dropped off is better than the place where I was picked up. I know that change is necessary to take me wherever I need to go. So, and then letting go of panic. It says, today I will not be overwhelmed by panic. Panic will take my mind off of my goals. It's normal to feel panic, but I simply feel it and let it go. I can get back on track by treading water until I regain my composure. I relax to know that all is well. So there you have it. Letting go of panic and being okay with change. So there you have it. That's why I say that. These cards to me help me realize things that I could not figure out or I could not understand when it came to me actually doing something different. So now we're going to pull from the Higher Love Oracle to get what this reading will really be about. This actually, it makes my reading so on point. I don't have to think of the questions. The questions and the rest and relaxation. So again, healing, rest and relaxation. And I'm only going to pull 3 this time because I made this read so long. Sudden progress and change. Look at this. It's all this is about. Sudden progress and change. So once you start believing in yourself, the universe has your back. Once you start manifesting a certain way, the universe will manifest with you. So that's too many cards. Soulmate came out. Decision making, union of two souls in legal matters and contracts. That came out. If it's meant for one of them to come out again, then they'll come out again. So, with that being said, right now we have rest and relaxation, sudden progress and change, and, learning to make decisions, letting go of panic, believing in yourself, like I told you. So rest and relaxation, sudden progress and change. And now let's see what else the cards bring to us in regards to it. If you like what you hear, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, the world is waiting. The world is waiting for us to be great. Joyful times. So once you get through this sudden change, once you get through, and you learn to rest and relax and know that God grant me the serenity that I can't, of the things I cannot change, you're resting and relaxing. And then that brings on sudden progress and change because the universe has your back. The fates are there and the yin is there too as well. So there you have it. Now let's go ahead and start this reading. You know what? I'm going to use, if I can see it, from the Thelema deck, because I love the Thelema deck. So, with rest and relaxation, we're going to get clarification for rest and relaxation from the Thelema deck. I'll pull 2 rows to clarify, and then I'll go ahead and pull from the Osha Oracle deck to clarify what came out. Look at that. So all of those came out. The Queen of Cups, the Chariot, and the 8 of Wands came out. You see that? The Chariot and the Hangman. That all tried to come out. And if it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. But for rest and relaxation, we're going to go ahead and clarify. Rest and relaxation. please give me a card for the rest of relaxation. Page of Swords came out. Page of Swords is basically you actually being responsible, having responsibility. Excuse me. Yeah, having responsibilities, and you just basically starting over with the things that you need. You see, he has his swords here. He's looking out, and he's like, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, and this is air and earth. This air and earth energy. So that is what the Page of Swords is. It's like, okay, I have some type of responsibility. Now I did the rest and relaxation, and now I have some type of responsibility that I have to hold up. Now all three of these, look, the King of Pentacles came out for sudden change, Hangman, Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool. So remember, these cards were trying to come out earlier, and they didn't. Too many cards. So let's go ahead and clarify progress and sudden change. So far with the Page, it's like, all right, I did all this healing, and now it's time for me to have some rest and relaxation. And the cards don't want to be shuffled. Now it's time for me to have some rest and relaxation, and which will bring sudden progress and change, because I'm ready to take on this responsibility with the Page of Swords energy. I'm ready to take on this responsibility with the Page of Swords energy. So the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles came out. Was that the one that just came out again? We're going to take this for the energy of sudden progress and change. So the Eight of Swords, it was like everything, you were disappointed, and the sudden change, or maybe you changing brought disappointment. Maybe you changing made you not be able to understand why, nobody is believing in you, or why, this is happening. But that's why the universe said sudden progress and change will cause this feeling. It will cause, the Eight of Swords energy. But then the Knight of Pentacles comes out. The Knight of Pentacles comes out, and it's just like, okay, well, if this is the energy that's here, I'm going to give you the responsibility again, because remember, the Page of Swords came out, same thing, responsibility. And now the Knight of Pentacles is coming out and he's strong with this. He's going to work to get through this sudden progress and change based upon how you feel. Right now, you have the Eight of Swords energy, and the Eight of Swords energy is just like, you know what? I'm, disappointed, and I don't know where to go. Look at her. She has all the swords. It looks like they're not stabbing her in her back, but they're in the, they're in the, around her, and she's in the middle with a blindfold on. She's in the middle with a blindfold on, and you could tell she's in despair. So she's disappointed, and then the Knight of Pentacles energy came out. So let's clarify joyful times. Came out with the King of Wands, joyful times. King of Wands, basically leadership. So with these times, I'm taking leadership in regards to, I'm getting in control of this, the Eight of Swords energy. And the Knight of Pentacles energy is like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take responsibility. And now I have leadership in this situation. I'm leading this situation, and I'm taking a swift move forward, and this is Libra Aquarius energy. I think this is Aquarius energy. The Knight of Swords is excuse me, I said swords. Maybe the swords are going to come out. Entrepreneurship. So that's what she said. I'm taking a lead in regards to this, and I'm going to. And I just said that. That's crazy, because I just said that I had to take a lead in order to keep being an entrepreneur. And I don't know what I was thinking. This is card of Leo strength, basically. So that's what joyful times. So now rest and relaxation. We're going to clarify the Page of Swords. And guess what came out? The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords came out. And the Queen of Swords basically is like strength. The card of Libra, the Queen of Swords is here. And that's the reason why I'm saying, like, with all of this Page of Swords energy, responsibility, air and earth sign, right? Air and earth sign comes out. And then the Queen comes out with the Strength card, Libra card, the card of Libra. So that's what I'm saying. She's strong now. Your energy is strong, whether divine feminine, divine masculine, the energy is strong. Once you got to this point when you know that you're healing and you're putting this rest and relaxation on, you're not thinking anymore. You're asking a higher power. You're using this the energy of the yin and the yang. the yin and the yang, sorry, and then your face is on your side. So remember, I always am under direct inspiration. I make right decisions quickly. I'm letting go of the panic, letting go of the panic. I'm letting go of the panic in order for me to have this rest and relaxation, sudden progress and change, and now joyful times. So we're going to clarify the Knight of Wands for joyful times to see what comes out. Oh no, actually this is sudden change, because and I'm looking at it, the Eight of Swords came out, Knight of Pentacles energy came out for sudden change, and now we're going to clarify that. We're going to clarify the energy with the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is here. The Seven of Wands is courage and challenge, you know. So, you know, you look, she has her staff there, and she's like, I'm ready. I'm going, and I'm taking this courage, and I'm gonna take on this challenge, this sudden progress and change. I'm gonna take this on, and my energy is gonna be, I have the energy behind me. So, you know, you have the Knight of Pentacles and you have the Seven of Wands. At first, she was unsure, you know, with the Swords energy, what is it, the Eight of Swords energy. She was disappointed. She was disappointed. He or she was disappointed. And then the King of Pentacles came out and said, you know what? You have no need to be disappointed. I will give you the strength that you need to get through this. And then, you know, Seven of Swords is like, okay. Seven of Wands is like, okay, well, now I'm giving you the courage, and we're going to challenge this situation and for sudden change and sudden progress and change. So now let's clarify. All right, the Knight of Wands with joyful times, and that's the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Wands came out, and now it's the Ace of Wands that came out. So the Ace of Wands is basically letting you know that, you know what, you take the initiative, fire energy. You take the initiative, and I have your back. You know, I have your back. Oh, I didn't even look at the bottom of the deck, and I forgot. Now we're going to go ahead and clarify with the Osha deck. Oh, and the Five of Pentacles, look at that. The Five of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck because this was the energy that you were feeling in the beginning. You know, material difficulties, you know, lack, you know, of saying this is all I have. So we're going to go ahead and clarify rest and relaxation. Page of, what is this? The Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. We're going to go ahead and clarify that. We're going to clarify rest and relaxation. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords energy. And this fell out. The full energy. Taking a leap. Look at that. Taking a leap. I said that to you. Taking a leap. Not being scared of it. So this energy is here. You know, I'm not scared of this. I'm not scared of this challenge. I'm not scared. Fate is on my side. You know, I let go of the panic. I let go of the panic. I am always under direct inspiration. I make right decisions quickly. The Fate card is out. You ask the universe for help. Now let's see what progress, sudden change and progress brings. Flowering. You're manifesting. You're manifesting. So sudden progress and change, you know, basically, you remember you had the, you know, the defeated energy, you know, you felt defeated, and the King of Pentacles came out. Now the Seven of Wands is like, we're going to take on this challenge, and now I'm going to manifest this energy. Look, he's over here. He has, you know, she's over this. She has the universe around her. There's a flower, and she's manifesting the water energy. She's manifesting this new change, this sudden progress and change. She's manifesting that by her not getting and understand that she can't accept, you know, that she can't basically get to the point where she is, you know, panicking. She has to believe in the universe. They already said they had her back. She knows that. So this card came out for the joyful times, harmony. So you have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, and now you have harmony. So that's basically where you are, you know, in your chakras. That looks like the you know, the chakras, you know, and your heart chakra and your head chakra. Those ones are, I think it's the third and I don't remember. But anyway, these are what is causing you to have joyful times. You getting aligned with your chakras and going from there. At the bottom of the deck is conditioning. Leo, the lion, strength. Look at all of these. Look at all these lambs around you. You know, strength. Am I going to eat today? Am I going to eat today? My hands are tied. You know, my paws are tied. But it's so much food around me. What am I going to do? Am I going to let this stop me, or am I going to take this challenge? Am I going to go ahead and take this energy in order for me to have in this challenge, and be strengthful? Be strengthful, is that a word? And have strength and get to where I'm having rest and relaxation, sudden progress and change, and joyful times. So this is at the bottom of the deck, the Strength card. So let me go ahead and just get overall energy for this reading with the Energy Oracle deck. I'm going to go ahead and get overall energy for this reading with the Energy Oracle deck. And then I'll get a message from the Heal Yourself Oracle deck, and then how we should take care of ourselves with the Sacred Self-Care deck. So let me get overall energy for this reading. Let me get overall energy for this reading. Get overall energy for this reading. I normally won't take this, and I'm not going to. Family, adjacent possibilities, strategy, and second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to take this. But it looks like you'll have a happy family, adjacent possibilities, because you're letting fate take control of the situation, and the Archangel Ariel, and then you have a strategy. You came up with a strategy. Once you were able to do that rest and relaxation, there was sudden progress and change, because you came up with a strategy in order to stop feeling this way, have the full energy, and go from there. Goddess of the Moon. The Goddess of the Moon, card number 52, is basically, manifesting under the moon. And I'm going to go ahead and clarify that, because I can go from there. Sorry, I dropped my book. But here it is. Goddess of the Moon is card number 52. And so Goddess of the Moon basically, I said I had my bookmark in here for something that I said I wanted to do, or wanted to read again. Goddess of the Moon, I'll just read it. It's intuition, going within. Intuition, going within. It says this card shows an internal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in the front of the crystal clear waters of the water of a sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is about intuition, the abilities to receive insights from your soul point of view. Receiving the card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. It says, the Goddess of the Moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have the idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic abilities and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with the ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration this brings. And it says the affirmation: I have a strong intuitive voice. I freely receive guidance, and I understand and trust this message I receive. There you have it. And so now let's get one more from the Heal Yourself Oracle deck. The Heal Yourself deck. One more message. Let's see what's at the bottom of that. 7th chakra Uriel. So last time it was the 2nd chakra. Now it's the 7th chakra. So anyway, let's get an overall energy for this read. About healing yourself. You already know this is about healing right now. It's about healing and believing in yourself. And that's what I did at the beginning of this deck. At the beginning of this reading, that we have to be our own cheerleader. We have to believe in ourselves by manifesting, looking within, and seeing what it is that we're trying to accomplish. And so that is kind of how I take this read, Rest and relaxation, sudden progress and change brings joyful times, So that's just, hey, I'm going to forget that when it's time for me to do the title for this read. But basically that it is. Rest and relaxation, sudden progress and change brings joyful times. We have to believe in ourselves. And that is what we lack when we're listening to the outside world, or even our inner circle, because they might be doing something. All of my family, I'm not taking all of these cards, all of my family worked 9 to 5 jobs. My mother did, You know, my sisters, you know, my sister actually just left her job of 15, 16 years. Temptation. I'll read this. I'll get the energy for this card. Temptation. So maybe this is what you need in order to let go of what you can't control, in order to have this relationship or this temptation that, you know, something is tempting you. So I'm going to read this because I don't know what this actually means in regard. I know what it means, temptation. You know, one of the flames is out. If you look at that, the one is burning and one is out. You have the man, the ghost man. She's manifesting him, or she's dreaming about him. She's dreaming about him being there and touching her. So you know, in this process of everything, you know, temptations can stop you, certain things. So I'm going to read what that is. And then at the bottom of the deck is beauty. See the beauty in you. You know, have faith. You see the stars around her, and she sees the beauty. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's clutching. There's a snake. There's a charm there, but she's beautiful, and she's having faith in this situation. So that's at the bottom of the deck. And one more card, and I'm going to go ahead and let you go. We're at almost 41 minutes, which isn't bad. Proud of myself. 41 minutes isn't bad. We're going to pull from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck. Remember, this is all about taking care of the situation, in any situation that you get in. Remember, if you like anything, if this resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, the world is waiting. You know, if things resonate with you, or if you understand the way these readings are, it's not to say, oh, it's all about these problems. It's about recognizing what problems we do have, what people cause the problems, and how we can change ourselves and not that person. We cannot make anybody come back. We cannot make anybody love us. We can only love ourselves. And in that inner self-love, we can become and we can manifest the things that we want. You know, so all the temptations, we can manifest, you know, the things that we want by us actually loving ourselves. So that is the reason why I said I started my channel, was because of the fact that if we manifest, if we love ourselves and we put it out there, we look at the problems, the underlying problems that we may have, or situation, because it's not really a problem, because a problem is something, you know, these situations are things that we can't change. You know, we can't control the future, but we can change how we see it. So the lessons that are learned in the process of this are basically what I want you to understand. They're lessons that can be changed. You can let go, and you can manifest, and you can put it in the hands of the infinite spirit in order for you to have immediate supply, for healing, to get great abundance, to just basically do the things that you want to do. Spend time with friends. So it's telling you, in the process of going through all this, you know, you don't have to leave your friends. You don't have to get to a point to where you, and that's what, at some point I did that, because I felt like a lot of things that were in my circle weren't bad, but they don't understand that just because you see me and I'm home, or just because you see me and I'm in a store, doesn't mean that I'm not manifesting, and I'm not creating my I'm not standing here and creating my future, or creating, or taking this energy of rest and relaxation, you know, to flower what I believe in, taking this leap of faith, full energy, and manifesting under the moon. It didn't mean that. I had to have harmony when it came to the things, the Ace of Wands energy, the Knight of Wands energy. I had to have strength, conditioning, in order to, friendless. I had to walk away from it in order for me to exist, because my mind was all over the place. And then again, integration. And then if I stayed in the state of where they were, to me, I felt like if I made it, I would become lazy. But by me giving them all of my energy and helping them manifest their things, because I believed in myself, and, you know, I was aware of my situation, and I was a rebel. And then everything that I saw was beyond illusion to them. And I was using my chakras in order to align myself and become this butterfly and chrysalis. And I had to mature myself. So here is the Lover's energy. I did not know how to get to this, and I was exhausted. But then at the end of the day, it says celebrate. not isolate. And know that the source of this energy comes from the universe. And then the tower can come if you don't. If you accept the wrong outsiders and feel sorry for yourself. So go with the flow. Create your energy. That's just so crazy. And your morality. Yeah, your morality can be nothingness. You have to slow down and fight for what you believe in, because the innocence of the universe can cause a rebirth and adventures, and also cause you to dream by experiencing, participating, and compromising, having courage, and living from moment to moment. Travel and see the world. Look, we are the world. Postpone things that don't benefit you. Postpone the things that don't benefit you until you get to the point that your guidance, you're not feeling guilty, and your totality based upon your new vision won't be a burden, and you'll be receptive, having patience and no stress, not comparing yourself, trusting and taking that leap. And when you feel like you're going somewhere, go to silence. Suppress the negative energy. So there you have it. The world is waiting for you guys. If you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, the world is waiting. Have a nice day.